What was involved with writing the book 99?
So, for me, the people who know me, there's nothing in life I love more than the game of hockey. I mean, I know everything about the game. I grew up studying it. I idolized it. I used to go to the Hockey Hall of Fame and walk around for hours and hours just staring at equipment and players and names and stories. And so I just felt like, you know what, this is the 99th anniversary of the National Hockey League. Let's do something real fun and talk about the NHL. And so it's basically broken down in different elements, sort of the early years of the National Hockey League and sort of how it started and how we went from 2 periods to 3 periods, how the All-Star game sort of started and came about. And then to me as sort of a youngster, growing up and going to my first NHL game, watching the games on TV, collecting hockey cards, idolizing players like Gordie Howe and Bobby Hull, Bobby Orr, and then fortunately being lucky enough to play in the NHL and talking about Canada Cups and winning Stanley Cups, and then of course being in LA, and then New York and St. Louis. And then sort of me as a fan now watching the games and being part of the Olympics in '02 and winning a gold medal and things like that. So it's just sort of a history of the game itself, from sort of different directions of not knowing obviously the beginning part because I wasn't alive, but then as a kid and then as a player and then post being a player, to really how great our game is and how nice the people are in the game, and just fun history of the National Hockey League itself.
What's the process of writing a book
Long.
like for you?
Long. And then the process itself, when it's done, that's the beginning, because then you got to go out and people want to talk about it and hear about it, and that's a good thing. But it's a long process. It was almost 2 years of sitting down and coming up with ideas and thoughts and stories. And obviously I'm not a full-fledged writer, but it's my words and my thoughts and my ideas, and sort of put them together and collaborate and get them on paper and sort of try to make it flow from beginning to end of what I had sort of envisioned in my mind of what I wanted kids. I wanted kids to kind of pick up the book and say, well, that's pretty cool about the NHL, or well, one day I hope I can play in the NHL. So that was kind of the process.